Welcome to the Tea with the Masters podcast, featuring 3 of the world's leading martial arts experts: the warrior, world-breaking champion, holder of multiple world records, professional teacher, mentor, and World Martial Arts Congress representative for the Republic of Ireland, Dai Sifu Keith Fanning; the scholar, author, speaker, mentor, business coach, life coach, and president of the USA Hapkido Union, Grandmaster Richard Hackworth; the philosopher, author, language culture, and leadership development teacher, and spokesmodel for the World Martial Arts Congress, Instructor Ma. This show is sponsored by World Martial Arts Media. Com, the world's leader in martial arts education, information, and entertainment. We invite you to like and share this video with your friends, and subscribe to this channel so that you never miss an exciting episode. Now let's get on with the show.
Hi folks, Sifu Keith Fanning here. Welcome to my segment of Tea with the Masters podcast. For today's segment, I want to talk to you about our lineage, our legacy, our past, and what we're living in today. It's a conversation I've had a few times with different people, and it kind of resonates quite a lot with me. I'm going to give you a quick piece. So, back when we used to have our Masters training days, we would go to dinner afterwards and we would have some Chinese tea. So after our dinner we'd have the Chinese tea, but when you poured, it was always my job to pour for the master. So I would pour his cup in a threefold motion. The first pour was a nod, if you like, to the past masters. Second pour was a nod to the current masters, and the third pour was a pour dedicated to future masters. So this was just something we did out of tradition that I still do today. And again, while I've never said I was a traditional martial artist, I'm not a traditionalist, but I do have tradition around me, and I do like to keep traditions going. This is just one thing that we kind of have in terms of our traditions and our legacy, you know. So when I tell the story of some of my dad's masters and you know, the times we've had together and the times we spent on the mats together, the times we had talking over tea, you know, a lot of our training was done not just on the mats but over a cup of tea or over a meal, you know, and there was a lot of tradition talked about, there was a lot of stories swapped, and it was good because it kept your mind in that mindset that you weren't just, you know, I've talked about it before, you know, when you step on the mat, you've got an hour, maybe 2 hours, where you're going to be in the mindset of training. But when you're sitting with students, teachers, masters, grandmasters, and you're talking training and stories, and you're listening to the stories of old, and, you know, the whole thing of, you know, back in my day, this is how we done it. You know, my little 2 cents on this is that we're living in a TikTok era right now. And the TikTok era for me is, how I describe it is, everybody wants something in 10 seconds. And if they don't like it in 10 seconds, they scroll on. And when you think about what TikTok is, you know, and again, I'm not just picking on TikTok, I'm just that I use that analogy. But people don't give martial arts the time it deserves, because they feel, oh, you know, we could learn this quicker somewhere else, or, you know, I want to learn something right now. I'll give you a quick story. I had a guy come to my class, my Sanda kickboxing class, which is Chinese kickboxing. And while it's very similar to Muay Thai with throws, you do have to learn how to enter, you do have to learn how to punch, you do have to learn how to kick. You then also have to learn how to break fall, and so on, so on. But this kid came, he tried 4 classes. Over the space of about 6 weeks, he tried 4 classes. So they weren't 4 consecutive classes, but each time he came back, we had to go over the basics, because he'd no background in martial arts, he'd no prior experience. And he never came back. I remember bumping into him a couple of weeks later, maybe a month or 2 later, and I said to him, you know, why did you never come back? He said, oh, you throw too many jabs. I said, what do you mean? He said, like, every time I came to class, he said, you made me throw jabs after jabs after jabs. I said, yeah, well, like, if you can't do it right, you got to get that foot. That's the most basic of all the movements I was going to teach you. Yeah, but I want to learn how to do the anaconda, and I want to learn how to do this, and I'm going to an MMA club now, and I'm learning this move and that move, and he started throwing moves and names from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at me, and I kind of went, okay, well, I just don't think that's going to help you. And there is classes and schools out there, I'm not knocking them, but you can go to places and you can learn one move tonight, one move the next night, one move the next night, but true martial arts comes in, we go back to the old analogy, don't do it till you get it right, do it until you can't get it wrong. So I tried to explain to him, some of the best MMA fighters in the world, how many jabs have they thrown, how many, millions upon millions of jabs and crosses and front kicks and break falls have they practiced, just so that if and when they need it, it's there, But this is what I'm saying about the legacy and the lineage of your martial arts, and keeping traditions alive. And I'm not going to get sidetracked, because I know I tend to get sidetracked at times, but keeping those traditions and stuff alive. While I teach a very fast, no nonsense approach to martial arts, we try to make sure that every single class we bow in, we bow out. I believe that's something that we really need. I believe that we need to have the position of, when I'm on the floor, you address me as Sifu. I'm not Keith. On the floor, once the clock starts, so if it's 7 o'clock start, at 1 minute to 7, I become Sifu, or Sifu Keith. I'm no longer Keith. I'm not your buddy anymore, I'm not your friend. That's part of the tradition of teaching and being in a traditional environment. My dad always had a sign above the door, there are no excuses. And he used to say, you have to go back to early 2000s, mobile phones weren't as big as they are now, but everybody kind of had one. And he used to say, look, unless you've got a kid at home who's sick, or you're waiting on a very important call, when you come in the doors, turn off your phone, put it on silent. Check it at the end of class, because that hour, 2 hours, whatever you're in the class, they're yours. That's your time. It's time you're never going to get back. So if you're saying mid-class, can I get Sifu, can I get a drink? And you're going up to take a drink, but while you're taking your drink, you're checking your phone. You're not really there. You're not present. And that was his kickback to his old ways, because obviously when he was trained in the 60s, he didn't have a phone. He used to leave his house. His dad knew, his mum was dead unfortunately at the time, but his dad knew that his son was getting on the 3 o'clock bus after school, and he wouldn't be home until the 10 o'clock bus that night. But he knew where he was. He didn't have to check up on him continuously, but he knew what way he was going, where he was coming from, and if he wasn't home by 10 past 10, he knew the bus was late or he's missed that bus. Different times, different eras, and I know I can't get sidetracked, guys, I'm sorry, but it's when there's certain subjects that I get quite passionate about, and I love to tell people the stories from my masters. I love to tell the stories and keep them alive, because I believe in a way that's me keeping those people and that era alive, Anyway, listen, if anybody wants to get in touch with me, feel free to email me, sifufanning@gmail.com. You'll find me across all the social media platforms, Sifu Fanning or Sifu Keith Fanning, one or the other. And once you catch up with me there, I'm happy to answer any questions I can. Thanks for listening, guys. Take care.
Ready to become a life champion? Dive into Be a Life Champion, The Martial Arts Way by Grandmaster Richard Hackworth, the ultimate guide to unlocking your potential using martial arts principles. Transform your life using the powerful techniques and wisdom found in martial arts. This book will inspire you to conquer challenges and elevate every aspect of your life. Master the art of living like a true champion. Available now on Amazon.
Hello, I am Richard Hackworth. I am the USA Director for the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association and the USA Director for the World Martial Arts Congress. I am also the host of the annual Hapkido Instructors Course and Conference in the USA, sanctioned by the USA Hapkido Union and the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association. Over the years, I have earned the reputation of being a scholar of the history, culture, and traditions of the Korean martial arts. I hope that you will find my part of the show informative and educational. This part of the show is sponsored by usahapkidounion.org. Today I will be discussing the transformative power of martial arts educations. As an educator, I have witnessed firsthand the profound impact that martial arts education can have on the character development of my students. Beyond its physical techniques and self-defense applications, martial arts training has the unique ability to instill values and principles that foster strong character. In this article, we will explore how learning martial arts nurtures and develops strong character traits in individuals, providing them with essential life skills and shaping them into well-rounded individuals. Self-control. At the heart of martial arts lies discipline and self-control. From the very first day of training, students are taught the importance of following rules, showing respect to instructors and fellow students, and adhering to a structured routine. Through regular practice and consistent effort, students develop the discipline necessary to overcome challenges and achieve their goals. The self-control learned in martial arts extends beyond the training mat, enabling students to make sound decisions, resist temptations, and regulate their emotions in various aspects of their lives. Resilience. Martial arts training is an ongoing journey that requires perseverance and resilience. Students face physical and mental obstacles, and progress is often slow and incremental. However, these challenges become opportunities for growth. Students learn to push through difficulties, embrace failures as learning experiences, and persistently work towards improvement. This cultivation of perseverance and resilience instills in students the understanding that success is a product of dedication and hard work, preparing them to face the inevitable challenges of life with determination and unwavering spirit. Respect. Martial arts emphasize respect and humility as fundamental values. Students are taught to respect their instructors, fellow students, and the art itself. This respect extends beyond the training environment, fostering a deep appreciation for others and their abilities. Additionally, martial arts training instills a sense of humility as students recognize that there is always more to learn and master. This combination of respect and humility cultivates empathy, open-mindedness, and the ability to work collaboratively with others, leading to the development of strong character traits. Integrity. Martial arts education places a strong emphasis on integrity and ethical values. Students are taught the importance of honesty, fairness, and doing what is right, even in challenging situations. They learn to uphold these values both on and off the training mat, recognizing that their actions reflect their character. Martial arts training encourages students to become responsible members of society, contributing positively and making ethical choices. By cultivating integrity, students develop a moral compass that guides their decisions and interactions with others. Self-confidence. Martial arts education plays a vital role in building self-confidence and empowerment. As students progress in their training, they gain a sense of achievement and belief in their abilities. The mastery of techniques, physical fitness, and the ability to defend oneself instills a deep-rooted confidence that transcends the martial arts realm. This newfound self-assurance enables students to navigate challenges, express themselves confidently, and pursue their goals with determination. Martial arts empowers individuals by fostering a strong sense of self-worth, resilience, and belief in their potential. thoughtful. As an educator, I firmly believe that martial arts education goes beyond physical training and self-defense techniques. It serves as a powerful vehicle for character development, nurturing essential traits and life skills in students. Through discipline, perseverance, respect, integrity, and self-confidence, martial arts training molds individuals into strong, principled, and well-rounded individuals. By embracing the teachings of martial arts, students are equipped with the tools necessary to navigate life's challenges, make ethical choices, and contribute positively to their communities. Let us continue to recognize and celebrate the transformative power of martial arts. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Remember, the journey to the heart of hapkido begins with a single step. Get started today. Don't go away. We will be right back after a word from our sponsor.
If you practice taekwondo, tangsudo, hapkido, judo, or any other Korean martial art, you will find the top experts in the world in our community at facebook.com/groups/Korean martial arts. We invite you to join today.
Hello, I am Instructor Ma. I am the World Martial Arts Congress Language, Culture, and Character Development teacher. Now on with the show. This portion of the show is sponsored by the World Martial Arts Congress.cn. Today I am discussing hot to elevate your sparring through concentration. As martial artists, we dedicate ourselves to the pursuit of physical and mental mastery. We spend countless hours honing our techniques, building strength, and developing discipline. But what happens when that dedication falters, even in the most fundamental aspects of our training? Like sparring. Recently, a lower belt student confided in me that he felt bored sparring with less experienced students and was even afraid of hitting them. This struck a chord, reminding me of a similar conversation years ago with a now senior belt who expressed a desire to only spar with those at a higher level, feeling he didn't get much from sparring with lower belts. These two comments, though separated by time and rank, share a common thread. Both students were allowing their egos to distract them from the present moment, ultimately hindering their growth. The ego trap, when your mind drifts from the mat. The very essence of hapkido means coordination of mind and body, or total concentration. It's about becoming one with what is happening. Unfortunately, in the scenarios described, our students weren't just sparring, they were simultaneously thinking about being better than their opponent, wondering why they were paired with a lower belt again, perhaps even feeling annoyed at me for not recognizing their superior ability. With all that mental clutter, it's no wonder the lower belt was worried about hitting junior belts. Their minds were everywhere but on the immediate task at hand. Concentration, the cure for boredom and the path to excellence. The truth is, concentration is fascination of mind. If you're bored, you're simply not paying enough attention to what you're doing. So, how do you silence the ego and banish boredom, thereby extracting the maximum benefit from every sparring session, regardless of your partner's skill level? The answer is remarkably simple. Just pay attention. By paying attention, you unlock the potential to excel no matter who your opponent is. Think about rugby coach David Allred, who famously helped Johnny Wilkinson make the game-winning kick in the 2003 Rugby World Cup final. Allred understood the paramount importance of concentration, especially under immense pressure. He'd tell kickers to strike a particular stitch on the ball for perfect contact and aim at someone in the crowd to tunnel their accuracy. We should strive to develop this same level of laser-like focus with every kick and punch we deliver. Sharpen your focus. Elevate your game. At Quest, our sparring is light contact. While we might not be hitting our opponents with full force, we should know exactly where we are aiming. It's not just the head or the forehead, it's the eyebrow or even the left side of the eyebrow. Practicing with this level of precision will hone your concentration. Your mind will be fully engaged in the task, leaving no room for boredom. Improve your accuracy. You'll develop a precise understanding of your movements and their intended impact. Increase your body control. By focusing on minute details, you'll gain greater mastery over your own physical actions. Eliminate boredom. When every strike has a specific target and intention, the mundane transforms into a focused, engaging challenge. If hapkido signifies the coordination of mind and body, then consider this. If you kick without engaging your mind, without concentrating on what you are doing, are you truly practicing hapkido? Or are you simply going through the motions? Embrace the power of concentration. Turn every sparring session into an opportunity for growth, regardless of who stands across from you. Your progress depends on it. What specific areas of your sparring do you feel you could improve by focusing your concentration more intently? For more information on joining the World Martial Arts Congress or getting our character development program for your school, please visit our page at www.facebook.com/World Martial Arts Congress. If you got something from this video, and I certainly hope that you did, it would mean a lot to me if you liked and commented on this video. Thank you for watching!
If you've already put in the time, the training, and the heart, maybe it's time for your rank to reflect that.
Certified promotions and Grandmaster recognitions aren't just titles. They're legacy markers.
Want to learn how to take that next step? Reach out at World Martial Arts Media and we'll guide you through the process.
DM us or visit the link in the description to start your official evaluation.
Hello, I am Grandmaster Jay Janat, the Vice President of the USA Hapkido Union, founder of Jamie Kwan Hapkido, member of the World Martial Arts Congress Education Committee, and the Florida representative to the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association. This part of the show is sponsored by the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association. Learn more at www.kmaia.org. My topic today is empowering children through martial arts. In a rapidly evolving world, parents and educators are constantly seeking ways to help children develop strong character traits that will guide them towards success and happiness. One powerful avenue for character development lies within the realm of martial arts. Beyond its physical aspects, martial arts training offers children a holistic learning experience that nurtures essential values and cultivates character. In this article, we will explore how learning martial arts can shape the character of children, equipping them with valuable life skills and empowering them to become well-rounded individuals. Discipline and self-control. Martial arts instill discipline and self-control as fundamental principles. Children are taught to follow instructions, maintain focus, and adhere to rules and routines. Through regular training sessions, they develop a sense of discipline that permeates other areas of their lives. Martial arts training requires concentration, patience, and the ability to control impulses, fostering self-discipline that translates into academic pursuits, personal relationships, and overall behavior. The practice of self-control empowers children to make thoughtful decisions, regulate their emotions, and navigate challenges effectively. Respect and humility. Respect is a cornerstone of martial arts training, and children are taught to respect their instructors, peers, and the art itself. They learn the value of treating others with courtesy, kindness, and empathy. Martial arts training instills a sense of humility as well, as children recognize that there is always more to learn and improve upon. This combination of respect and humility encourages children to appreciate the contributions of others, listen attentively, and collaborate harmoniously. Martial arts nurtures strong character by instilling qualities that foster positive relationships and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of humanity.
Perseverance and resilience. Martial arts training requires children to face challenges and setbacks, teaching them the importance of perseverance and resilience. They learn to push through difficulties, adapt to new techniques, and embrace failures as opportunities for growth. The journey to mastering martial arts techniques instills resilience, determination, and a never-give-up attitude. These character traits equip children with the mental fortitude to overcome obstacles, bounce back from disappointments, and persistently work towards their goals in all areas of life. Integrity and ethical values. Martial arts education places a strong emphasis on integrity and ethical values. Children are taught the importance of honesty, fairness, and good sportsmanship. They learn to act with integrity both on and off the training mat, understanding that their actions reflect their character. Martial arts training nurtures a strong moral compass in children, guiding them to make responsible choices, stand up for what is right, and treat others with dignity and respect. The cultivation of integrity lays the foundation for children to become upstanding individuals who contribute positively to their communities. Self-confidence and empowerment. Martial arts training empowers children by building self-confidence and self-belief. As children progress in their training, they witness their own growth and capabilities. Through mastering techniques and overcoming challenges, they gain a sense of achievement and develop a positive self-image. Martial arts training instills a belief in their abilities, empowering children to face new situations with confidence and resilience. This self-assurance carries over to various aspects of their lives, allowing them to set ambitious goals, speak up for themselves, and embrace new opportunities. In more than 40 years of teaching, I have learned that martial arts education offers a powerful pathway for children to develop strong character traits that will shape their future. Through discipline, respect, perseverance, integrity, and self-confidence, martial arts training equips children with essential life skills and values. As they progress on their martial arts journey, children become resilient, respectful, and compassionate individuals who navigate challenges with grace and honor. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you will enjoy other episodes of the show here on this channel.
You have been enjoying the Tea with the Masters podcast, the world's foremost martial arts lifestyle podcast. On behalf of our show hosts, we thank you for watching and remind you to visit our sponsor, worldmartialartsmedia.com, the world's leader in martial arts education, information, and entertainment. We look forward to having you join us again next time. We love to hear from you, so please feel free to leave us some words of encouragement in the comments section.